Hello, Flosstube. Okay, so I tried to do this live on YouTube, and after a minute it said there was no video or audio, so that was a fail. So this is going to have to be multiple parts, and I'm sorry if it cuts off. I'm just going to do my best. So, let's get started, because I would like to do this in as few takes as possible. So, I've got a cup of tea here. It's from my monthly subscription. I have not tried this one. It's called Vanilla Toady Herbal. It's an herbal tea. And it was for the month of December, so I only just got it because I only just got home. Oh, it's pretty good. That's really good. If you're looking for a monthly subscription for tea, I would really recommend Plum Deluxe. They're really good. Okay, so let's get started. I am surrounded by a ton of stuff. Like, I'm not even sure where I'm going to put stuff, so maybe it's good that I have to do this in multiple takes so I can move things away. But, here we go. First up is Lady of the Flag. And this one is still on. Here she is, and I am loving her on the coffee tea dyed fabric. I would love to get to stitch more on her. Oh, I don't know when, because I don't know when anything's gonna get to. Okay, so in this first video, we'll try to do the heights. That's our goal for this video. My last video cut off, and I uploaded it anyways, and I was starting to tell you about this big box of fabric I have. So there's this seller in Cross on Facebook who sells fabric for super cheap. She doesn't have a lot of options, but what she has is super cheap, cut off the bolt, but it's nice fabric. And so I got some from her, and her bolts are 60 inches wide. So the plan is actually going to be a lot of these heights that I'm going to show you, I'm actually hoping to restart. And on 18 count fabric, because the 28 count is just really difficult for me. I did find the pattern for Mini Kitten Heaven, and so I will be starting that this week. And that is the kit that I won. So in this box, this is 2 yards of an 18 count beige, right? Yeah, 2 yards, 18 count beige. And, I mean, again, 60 inches, 2 yards of that, so I could fit several projects on this fabric as a restart. I also got, and these are, I believe, like $8 a yard. So that's what I'm talking about, super affordable. 2 yards antique white, so some will be restarted on that. I did also get 3 yards, and this is $11 per yard. Again, 60-inch wide bolt of Dove Gray Monaco. And the reason I got this one initially, and it's, yeah, 28 count, was I was going to do the World Wonders on this, but I really did not want to grid. And when I got the price quote from Kate from Lakeside, it was a really good deal, and that made it possible for me to do it on the pre-gridded fabric. I do have the massive Sistine Chapel Not Heaven and Earth Designs, the other one. And so I've thought about doing that on this. So I may do that. If not, then this will get pieced out to not heaven and earth design, so things I can do 2/2. And again, this will keep me going for quite a while. And then I have 1 yard of black 28 count Monaco, and I am thinking about restarting the Quaker Christmas 2 songs of the season on this. I'm not 100% decided, but I'm sort of leaning in that direction. I'll decide later in the year. So that is what I was gonna show you before I got cut off in the last video. And that's pertinent to this one because a lot of these heids are gonna get restarted on that 18 count. So let's just start from the top of this box and pull out and show. So this one is Amy Stewart's Sweet Shop. And I've been doing this one on 28 count, the half stitch 2/1. And I do not think that this is a style for me. So I'm going to keep going at it for now, but I'm not in love with the half stitch for full coverage. Next we have, and I'm not going to have the pictures for all of these heids. These are just ones that I do actually have the picture for. So Grandmother's Hat, it's a Josephine Wall. Yeah. Sorry. And this is all I have done on that, so. I have to put away as I go, otherwise there's no way I'm going to get through this WIP Parade. Or clean up afterwards. Okay, this one is Fairy Tales. And this is on a 14 count. This is one maybe I'll restart on 18 count because 14 count is just ridiculous. Ridiculously large for this piece. So that's where I'm at. We will see. Sometimes the issue was that all I could find fabric-wise big enough would be 14, like a massive 14 count at the store. And so that's what things got started on. I didn't really discover about buying fabric online until much later after a lot of these were started. What is this one? I don't... Okay, this is something that apparently I just started gridding. Nope, nope, nope. I do have a few stitches. Mini tub, not mini, but tub. So I have that. I'm pretty sure this is tub, one of the Susan Rios ones where she's got the tub. Yeah, barely started. Might get restarted on some of the 18 count. Okay, deal with that later. What's this one? Oh, okay, this is Lovers from 90 Thomas, and I stopped here because the fabric got really stained up, but maybe I'll keep going, I don't know. But so this is actually like the only page I've ever finished on a Haid. And it was also, I think, the first Haid I ever started. It's 1/1 on 28 count. I do have this one restarted on some 18 count, I think. This one is 3 Graces from Josephine Wall. And that's all I have done on that. So it's been so long since I worked on this that the grid lines have started to fade. I started this one to do for my nephew, but I didn't finish it before he was born, and so I just stopped working on it. This is called Mini Newborn. And, I mean, it's a small one. So, it's apparently just over 220 by just over 160. Here's what Lovers looks like from a few whips back. This is Mini Blackberry Kitten, and I've done apparently 1 block. And I know I started this one when I was still living in Fresno, and I came up here for work training. And I had this in my hotel, and that's like all I did, that 1 block. I think it's really cute. It's one I might restart on some of that 18 count. Let's see. Snow Girl, another 90 Thomas, I believe. I don't have the picture for this one, but that's all I've done. And so if I restart these on 18 count, I can repurpose the majority of this fabric for like ornaments and other things. Trick or Treat from Randall Spangler. Another one, probably for a restart. That's all I did there. 1/1 on 28 count just became too difficult for my eyes. And so that's why a lot of these have not been worked on or continued in years. Sorry, my boyfriend is texting. Tomorrow we are doing Christmas with his family, and so we have to go get a few more presents. Couldn't find, sorry. Oh, he gave me an Instant Pot for Christmas, so he said he couldn't find the one he really wanted to get me, and so now he's sending me a picture of it and says we can exchange it. I will have to look at the pros and cons of both of them. The one he gave me is a mini one, so if this one holds more, I might actually go for the exchange. But if it doesn't hold more, I don't know. We'll see. This is pretty. Another one from 90 Thomas. I did 2 rows across the first page. And this one is destined for a restart. The fabric is getting stained. The 28 count is just too difficult for my eyes. But I love it, so I do want to restart it. Oh boy. He's asking if my apartment is clean. No, it's possibly a bigger mess than the last time you saw it. Someone, me, may have stayed up till 6 a.m. last night doing a little cross stitching. So this one is the Ranger. That's the one that's the Lord of the Rings Ranger. Yeah, probably gonna have to restart it. I really do like this one though. Oh, apparently his car is beyond repair. We need to get him a new one. The head gasket can blow at any time, according to his brother, so I've been telling him he needs to get a new car. He's been telling me I need to get a new car, so, you know. This one is the Nativity. I love this one. I see pictures of this one person who's doing the supersize max color, and it's just gorgeous. I'm so tempted by that. Okay. This one is an Enchanted Snowman. I believe it's Donna Gelsinger. And that's what I've done across the first page. Mini, so many books, so little time. This one is on 18 count, so it is not needing to be restarted. Here is where I'm at on this one. This one is World Travel Bookshelf. It's on 14 count. And that's where I'm at on it. I need to work some more on this one. I do love it, but again, the fabric is so huge. This one is gonna be a surprise since I can't see any of it yet. It is 14 count fabric. Okay, this one's another 90 Thomas. Is it Power and Prestige? And that's what I've done on that. And I do love this one, but you can see the fabric's getting stained. I don't know. I was back in my hoop days, and I do not use hoops anymore, so everything I worked with hoops got stained so badly. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do. This one is House Divided, another 90 Thomas, and I did use this one as one of a Habe challenges, the checkerboard challenge. So that's what I've done on it. So I need to work more on this one. It's as much a mystery to you guys as it is to me. I don't know. I'm sure if I really thought about it, I could figure it out. Is this one that I just basically started gritting the fabric and didn't actually start? Yeah, it is. So here's the piece of fabric that I started gritting. It's 14 count. I did not finish gritting it, and probably because I don't remember what project I was intending for it. Let's see. I forget what this one is called, but it's like Christ with children. And that's all I've done on it. It's a really beautiful one, though, so I would like to get back to it. And I think this is 18 count fabric, so no need to restart. Okay, this is the one that's the New York Christmas scene. I forget what it's called, but I do like this one. It's on 22 count, 2/1. So that fabric is pretty okay. I'm pretty okay with it. So, what are you? A golden kite. Okay, yeah, this is the golden kite. So, this one is Golden Kite Best of Friends. And I have barely done anything like, here's the glimpse at the one page. Golden Kite uses a lot of blended threads. But it's so beautiful, so I really would like to work on it somewhere. It is on an 18 count oatmeal. Let's see. Yeah, here we are. So, a lot that still needs to be done. Which is part of why I want to work on every one of my WIPs this year. So far, I have touched 3 of them. This is Filling the Stocking. I would like to restart this on the 18 count. This is 14, but you can see it's got the bad hoop mark, and, yeah. And a little smaller would be nice. It's a Donna Gelsinger. This is the original map of Middle Earth. People said that the names weren't going to show up, but now people are actually finishing it, and the names have shown up, and I love the coloring of this one, so I think I want to continue on it. I do have the other one started as well. It'll come up in a minute. So I can give one to my sister like I intended, and I can continue this one for me. So this is Mini Village Bookstore. And this one I started back before I knew better about putting tape around the edges. It is on an 18 count, so probably won't restart it. I do love it though, so I do want to work more on it. Oh my gosh, I spilled coffee on here. Or tea. No, it would have been tea. Because I stopped drinking coffee for the most part. I have lapses. Not always the best Mormon. But yeah, I might need to restart this because it looks like I spilt the tea all the way up here. Oh, crud. That's my bad, y'all. This one is for sure getting restarted because I love it, but it is so hard because it's so confetti heavy. And this is all I've done on it. But that's gorgeous, isn't it? Which is why it has to get restarted. I can't abandon this, but but yeah, I need a different fabric. Maybe I might splurge for some of the pre-gridded fabric for this one. Okay, this one is Quick Stitch Once Upon a Time from Amy Stewart. And that's what it will look like. It says, once upon a time in a kingdom filled with enchanted books, there was a girl who loved to read. And that is perfect for me. I do not have much done on it. That's it. I'm thinking I can continue on with this fabric. The holes seem pretty large, so I might just try to keep on going with this fabric. This is one that I got charted. I got it charted for me. And let me see if there's a picture. Okay, no there isn't. So I had the person take a wedding picture from my sister's wedding, the first sister that got married, and chart it as a cross stitch for me. And that's all I've done, in part because I now have another sister who's gotten married, and I would feel bad to do something like this for one and not the other. So, yeah. So I need to figure that out. And I don't think that sister even knows that I started that or did that for her. Impetuous Arrival. I love this one. It's so dramatic. It's one that will be restarted on 18 counts. Here's what I've done so far. I'll probably do it on the beige. Or maybe the white. Yeah, I can do it on the white. But you can see like the fabric's showing pretty clearly through this moon, and 28 count is just hard for me these days, so but I love it. I love this one, so I do want to restart it. Oh, this is what the Three Graces one looked like. There was a time when I was storing them in these, I would put the picture on there and then I printed out one page of a chart at a time, so I was doing that. I might go back to doing that. I've been liking to work from paper recently. Like that massive one. I've been doing that from paper. The World Wonders. Okay, this one is Summer Ball. Apparently I don't have a picture of it. It's the one that looks like it's a ballroom, like Regency, Jane Austen era. Yeah, I would go like this. That's all I've gotten done so far. So I would like to work more on this one. This is not a Heaven and Earth design. This one is Sandy Littlejohns and Deborah Lester. And I am stitching this in the Called for Anchor. Calls for anchor floss. This one is Christmas Mailbox. This one is one where the entire top row of pages is it's the same color, and I've been really struggling with that. So I love the design. I just need to get past this color of the sky. And I may restart it for a third time because the sky isn't even really showing up on this fabric. It's oatmeal 18 count. And if I'm going to spend so much time working on sky, I want it at least to show up. So maybe I'll, but there's so much white. I just don't know what to do. Someone tell me what to do. We'll see. I'm wondering if the max color of this one, I think there was a max color released, if that one wouldn't have the entire top row as the same color. Because and I mean, the top row of pages is one color, and it's insane. And I only have one page printed out, but in case you don't believe me, here we go. Do you see a different symbol on that page? No, because there isn't one. And the entire top row is like that. And so it's a pain in the butt. But it's gorgeous once you get to the house and the mailbox. And so. Okay, this one is the other map of Middle Earth. And you can see, do I have a mock-up? Yeah. They lightened it to get the places to show more, and the coloring is really different than the other one. And this I am stitching on the 14 count. So I've almost got a page done. If I could finish that page, I could count that as one of my page finishes for the year. But yeah, so we are, oh, yay, my pile just fell over. This is the last one from in that box. What pattern is this? Oh, it's Fright Night. Fright Night from This isn't a good color picture, but Fright Night. And I didn't realize when I was gridding I accidentally started on the wrong side. So that's all I've done. And I would like to work on this some more. I don't know if I'm going to extreme cross country all the black on this first. I might do that. Let me quickly look around here and see if there's any other Hades so that I could just stop this and call it the Hade WIP Parade. Okay, so Mini Jane. And this is where I am at. I would like to finish at least a page on this. Vicki and I are doing this one together. And Sharon made us this fantastic bag. I love it, Sharon. Then we have, I showed this last night, but since this is the WIP Parade, I will show it again. A Christmas Carol. And here is where I am at on this. I am doing it extreme cross country on 22 count. Hardanger. And I am absolutely in love with this piece. We have Silent Night Lane, which I also showed yesterday. And here is where I am at. So, loving that. Come on, go in. Okay, I'll finish struggling with that later. This is Mini Wisdom, Mini Bravery, Mini Cunning, and Mini Courage. What's the other one? I forget. Mini Loyalty. All on one piece of fabric. Extreme cross country across 4 patterns at one time. And I think this is 22 count as well. I need to leave that out to work on later. Stitching George Washington. That's where I'm at on him. I need to do a lot more. Okay. I think that might be all of them. And if not, then they will just show up in other, what are you? Nope, you're not. They'll just show up in another part. So we're going to stop here, and I'm going to call that my full coverage WIP Parade. And I will upload this and come back with more in a little bit. Bye!